everybody? It's your boy Nautical. Welcome back to Destiny. We're over in the Reef. Today is Xur Day. He's over in his normal corner. For people that don't know what Xur is, he is the person that comes every Friday and stays through the weekend that gives you your exotic fix. He's also the person that gives you 3 coins and heavy ammo sifs, and you can upgrade your rare sparrows to legendary sparrows. So, what does he have in his inventory today? Alright, first off, he has an exotic chess piece. This is a legacy engram. Now, normally I would say don't buy these, but with the fact that the new record book that's coming out has a actual bubble or node in it that says collect all 55 items when it comes to exotics, you might want to start buying these if you're missing a bunch of them, because even if you open them up now, it will give you credit then for the ones that you have found. So this might not be a bad option if you're one of those newer players that hasn't collected everything. Same thing with any of these other armor pieces. These are a lot cheaper, but they're specific ones that you may not have. So for Titans, we have the Imperium Bellicose. For Hunters, we have the Knucklehead Radar. Warlocks have Nothing Manacles. And we have the Truth Rocket Launcher, which just got nerfed. It got nerfed from having 3 rockets in the tube down to 1. Now it looks like in the next update that we'll be getting on the 28th, it's going to get moved back up to 2 rockets instead of 1 in the tube. So that'll be a welcome change. We also have Plasma Drive, and we have Emerald Coil, and that is how you upgrade your Rare Carly Sparrows to Legendary Sparrows. We have Heavy Ammo Sips for 3 Strange Coin, that gives you a stack of 3. And for 3 Strange Coins, you get a stack of 10. Also, 3 coins, 7 Strange Coins to get that. And Glass Needles. Well, this is what you'll need to try to get tier 12 builds out of your exotic gear when you buy it. A lot of this stuff up here most of the time isn't nowhere near tier 12, or sometimes it's the wrong stat, or even the wrong bubbles, reload speeds and stuff like that, and weapons that they work with. So that's what Glass Needles are for. Reroll that stuff to get the actual roll or the actual perks you want on your weapon. He also sells Mosalite Forte, 1 for 2 every time you buy one. And exotic shards, for every 7 strange coins you get an exotic shard. So what about these armor pieces? Well, Imperial Bellicose. It's a discipline, strength row. The biggest thing that this one gives you is aiming your weapon while airborne holds you in place with full super, when you have a full super, or recharge your melee. Now, this is a pretty cool helmet. Overall, basically gives you Angel of Light like Warlocks have when it comes to their helmet. And Titans are already skating around the place anyway, so you could just stop on a dime and literally just pause and just shoot people. Now, do I think this is a really good exotic? Well, I think there's better ones out there. I think Twilight Garrison and Doom Marchers are probably more practical, but it basically comes down to you. This is one of those do a thing type exotics, and if you'd like to do this thing, then you'll value it more than other people. If not, then there's other ones out there for you. But like I said, anti-grav thrust, aiming weapons while in the air, holds you in place for a short time. When you collect orbs, when your super is full, it recharges your melee. Like I said, it also has increased discipline and strength on it. Inverse Shadow, this is really good because it gives you super energy when you're killing minions of the darkness. Second Thought, you gain super energy when you're using special weapons to kill minions of the darkness, and it has better already. Shields start recharging immediately after you pick up an orb. So not a bad one, not the greatest one. It just basically comes down to, does the exotic do what you want it to do? Now, for Hunters, we have Knucklehead Radar. Now, the biggest thing with this one is it kind of contradicts itself now, especially now that they have a actual, they actually have one of the artifacts or the relics that actually gives you this, perk overall when it comes to just Third Eye. And I don't have it on my character. I can't even think what the name of it is, but it's kind of redundant. So if you're wearing that, there's no reason to wear this exotic. Now, if you wore this exotic, it does open you up to be able to use a different relic when it comes to, you can use Yoda or use Radagast. It depends on the way you want to play. So it's not useless, but most people if you want to have third eye on all the time, you either have a weapon or you have the actual relic itself. So, but with that, let's go. Sensor pack. Radar remains visible while aiming primary weapons. Really good, really nice in a Crucible. Always have your, no matter what weapon you're using, it's going to be beneficial to you. Now, for me, it doesn't really benefit me that much because the weapon I use the most is Minor Multi-Tool, which already comes with it. And then I also use Memory of Joder, where I can move around faster. So it's like, it just stacks really well when it comes to using those two different items, because I'm already on a hunter and he moves super fast. Even, you know, even just with one of those, it's just even faster with the second one. So it also comes with increased discipline, increased strength, inverse shadow, where you get more super energy from killing minions in the darkness. Hands-on, it gives you more super energy when you get melee kills from minions in the darkness. And innovation, you know, get bonus grenade energy on orb pickup. So, like I said, this is another do a thing exotic. If you like this exotic, you do it. The only problem is they have relics that actually do the same thing, and you really don't have to use that. And for warlocks, we have Nothing Manacles. Nothing Manacles are really good where you get the extra scatter grenade. Now, these are actually pretty decent. The biggest thing that I like about these overall is they have a perk built into the actual warlock tree where you basically get your, if you kill something with this weapon or with these gauntlets, when it comes to the grenade, you instantly get the grenade back. And it comes in really good handy when you're doing like strikes, or even in PvP sometimes when you throw these, you literally can get a kill. You kill two people with these and you'll get that grenade instantly back. But this scatter charge enables tracking for scatter grenades, holds an extra scatter grenade charge. So I really like these. The only problem with these is the fact that grapes are a thing, and the way that those things track, those are a more beneficial way of using your grenades overall. Those make people retreat. These are like an instant, like if you throw it right on a corner where a person's at, there's a good chance you're gonna get that kill. Whereas if you're trying to push somebody and make them retreat, you're gonna use, you know, grapes to actually do that. So these have increased intellect, increased discipline, energy projection, increased grenade throw distance, impact induction, grenade, bonus grenade energy on melee hit, auto rifle reloader where you reload your auto rifle faster, and sniper rifle reloader where you increase your reload speed for your sniper rifle. And like I said, those are actually a really good exotic right there. It just really comes down to what grenade type you use. If you don't use scatter grenades, you don't need this. But if you do, you'll love them to death. And back to the truth. Like I said, they nerfed it a couple weeks ago or a month ago, and they're bringing it back, at least somewhat. It used to have 3 rockets in the tube. Now it only has 1. They're going to boost it back up to 2. This was a really good rocket when it came to PvP. PvE, not so much. You only really used it if you were in the Void Burn, but that's only because there was an exotic sword that did way more damage, and they were a little bit more satisfying using because you get more charge out of those when you use them. But this weapon overall is really good, especially for PvP. It had hard launch on it, warhead veneers, confirmed launch, grenades and horseshoes, javelin, heavy payload, flare mount well, the exotic prototype True Seeker fires a round from this weapon, seeks their target aggressively. When they say aggressively, it really tracks. Like, this is one of the hardest tracking rockets in the game, and that's why they actually, you know, nerfed it to have less rounds in its tube the first time around. And these are the 2 ornaments for it. Heart of Gold makes it completely gold if you have it, and the prototype, you know, gives it like a more white overlay compared to the original one when you look at it. So guys, that is Xur for the week of March 10th, 2017. I hope you enjoyed this video a lot. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Make sure you share it on social media because that definitely helps out the channel. And with that being said, guys, Hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.